Coach, we find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between our visitors and the Denver Broncos. Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the end line, so it'll come out to the 25.
Watch the run, watch the run. Check 99, check 99. Check 50, check 50. Monday. Shoot, watch the shoot. Hurry.
They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. On second down, a run with Lindsay. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Jatavis Brown there on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down, it's Lindsay, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got,
On third down, Rosen. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. On fourth down, on is Colby Wadman now to punt. Waiting on it will be Richie James. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. On first down, it's Crawford. And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this second down call after that type of a game.
Ready? Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move.
Now a give, right side. Crawford. And they'll get him down up past the 15. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18. Now Ryan. He's got a first down and more past the 30. And all the way up to the 31-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, it was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Hey, check. Any weapon. Switch.
And he'll give it here to his running back. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Ready. 47. Check. 47. 3 bud. Switch. Hey, Tuesday. Ready, set.
On 3rd down, Ryan. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And he punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. He'll return it from the 6. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And it'll be 1st and 10 Broncos from deep in their own territory. Denver offense at the line, ready to go, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again. It's
a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now it's Lindsey. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run.
Man, I got you. Check.
They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Broncos send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. On the return, it's James. A good return there, 17 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Around the NFL, a game going on in Washington. And the Redskins there out to an early lead. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Chargers in good field position to start out. 1st and 10 at their own 44. Ryan. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 13 and a Charger 1st.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice 1st down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? They were able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
So after the penalty, now they need just a yard on second down. And this is complete. It's Allen. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
59, ready. 25. Off the screen, off the screen, off the screen, off the screen, off the screen.
And to give this time to the tailback. And a little bit of space there, takes it inside the 5 to the 3. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up second and goal.
A 4-yard gain brings up second and goal at the Broncos.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. We're scoreless after 1. They'll go again from the 3 here on second and goal. They'll try to run this one in, and he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Now the extra point. And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Chargers 7, Broncos 0.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1.
That's it, baby.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
Hug.
Now it's Rosen. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down. This defense tightening up a bit. That last catch just 1 yard, making it 3rd and 9. And now it's Rosen looking. And able to find Deshaun Hamilton complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they're bringing your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
Bringing up 3rd and 12.
2 running plays, each lose a yard. They'll need to do much better now on 3rd and 12. To throw is Rosen. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers. as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. They'll run on first down. It's Crawford, and he'll take this one up to about the 13. Tackled by Bradley Chubb, the number 5 pick in the 2018 draft. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Ready, back 25. Yeah, let's get sack lunch. Check, ready, go.
On first down, Crawford. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
That's got to be a long day. That's got to be a long day.
Now they'll throw it with Ryan. He's airing it out for Williams. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
They go play action here on first down. They'll roll him out right. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Rosen will throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Let's go, D.
Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsey. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance, they're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. And he missed it. He missed it just wide of that left upright. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
It's been a nightmare season. You're well under 500. Your defense hasn't really kept you in a lot of games. And now it's spilling over to the kicking game. That's 3 points you've got to be able to bank on.
They'll run on first down. It's Crawford. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball is moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Ryan, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, it was 2nd long, now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Ready, 47 is the mic. Longer jump.
3rd and long, it's Ryan. Looking left side, and it's complete. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
59, ready. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Play action. It's Ryan. He's going to let it go end zone for Allen. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Ryan. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll kick it away for the second time. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when they clicked off the film or stopped it, you would see 11 shirts of that same color right there in the frame trying to tackle him. That's what you're looking for. We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Check 55 to Mike. Hey, we heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges.
Now Rosen looking to throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new-school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
Throwing again, it's Rosen. And that is incomplete.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
The Broncos send out their punter now. He's been terrific so far. James now to return. A great return there of 22 yards. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Charger drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guy.
And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. So we have reached halftime intermission with the visiting Chargers on top. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. This is taken at the 3. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
7 yards there and a first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's second down now. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8. The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8. Now it's Ryan. And he's got his man on the out route. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on third down. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Open man, it's Allen. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down. So a first and 10 now in Denver territory at the 44-yard line. From the gun, it's Ryan. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Ryan in the offense with a first and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Ryan will throw again. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run and the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Hey, keep it up. Keep it up. Under 24, stop.
From the shotgun, Ryan. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, his 4th touchdown on the year. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit, get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Another run by Lindsey. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 18 big yards on that one and a Denver first.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him. Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Middle.
Now the former fourth-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It goes as a loss of 6. And now third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's Rosen. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's fourth down. The Broncos send out their punter now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Now, if you're a fan of punting, this game's for you. He's been out there quite a bit. That one maybe his best yet.
Yeah, he certainly got his leg loose by now. It kind of reminds me of my college football coach, John Majors. He loved the punting game because he liked the positioning, the field position, and he loved to play defense.
On first down, Crawford. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room that if you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage.
Check. Lucky.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Crawford. And space opened up a bit. He's able to take this up past the 10. A good run as he works his way for 9 that time, and it'll leave him with a third and just a few inches.
Third and inches.
Ready. 280. 51. 20. Here we go. Quick dash. All right,
Ryan now to throw on third down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times, the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Final minute now of the third quarter. Looking to throw again on second down. Rosen. Pressure comes and down goes Rosen. Uchenna Nwosu in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Check 13.
3rd and long here for Rosen. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Welcome back now to Denver. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Let's go. Under 10. Under 10. 10. Hey, alert, alert.
Here's Lindsey. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Switch, switch, double, double. Back, back, back. Switch, switch, switch.
They'll go again with Lindsey. And he'll be close to a 1st down at the Chargers' 29.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up. Switch.
On 3rd down, here's Lindsey. And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's taken down at the 27. Got what he needed for the 1st down with a gain of 2.
Brandon, unfortunately, I've been here before. They've had 2 opportunities to stop them, so this is demoralizing. They haven't gotten it done. Now you're calling all your blitzes, all your attack defenses, but you're not worried about playing your normal position. You're going to take chances now.
Well, you said it. 2 3rd down opportunities to get off the field. Couldn't do it, and the clock continues to roll. Rosen on 1st and 10. That's complete to Jake Butt. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. There for the sack, B.J. Hill.
Well, enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Well, he's going to go for it all. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Dalton Schultz, his 1st touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you'd think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some 1st downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Well, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, Tell you what they're looking for and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
Taking it about the 16. That one in the books as a 64-yard punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Check.
On 1st down, right back to Lindsey. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
Off the play fake. Here's Rosen sliding out of the pocket. He's going to let this go deep. Back over the middle. Incomplete. Almost intercepted. They haven't picked him off yet. Would have been a great time for the first, but instead it's 3rd down. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4.
Let's get in there.
Now Rosen. He's got his tight end fan. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. Move the chains. A gain of 7 on 3rd down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run the toss. It's Lindsey. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Check the backer. Check nickel.
They'll keep it on the ground. Lindsey. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave them with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. From the gun, it's Rosen. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Figuring they're going for it on fourth down. Remember, though, they do have all 3 timeouts, so even if they don't get it, all is not lost.
Yeah, normally in this situation, when you're talking about having to go for it, everything is in this play. But as you noted, with those 3 timeouts, they actually have a little bit of a safety net.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on fourth down. They'll try and throw for it with Rosen. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs.
Mike 51. Hey, defense, let's go.
They'll run on first down. Crawford. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
36, 51, Sam. Alert 3, alert 3, alert 3. Shoot.
61, matchbox lights. Hey, 59, ready. Get up.
Oh, look at this. Ryan's going to throw it. And his throw is incomplete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Here we go again.
Here's Ryan. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it.
Come on, fellas.
Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows a coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Escaping the pressure right. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. They may be a little short of the first down, but I thought that was the key.
An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on third down. He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Uchenna Nwosu in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
Partner, you absolutely cannot take a sack in that situation. Now, it's also fourth down.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Back to throw. This is the tight end Fant. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. This defense so strong all afternoon long. Well executed again there.
This is a group that really functions well off of each other. No matter what the assignment, the other person fills in the exact proper spot. They've made it very, very hard for them to find open places to throw the football.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third. What a great sequence by this defense so far. They've given him nowhere to go with the football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time because it appears that they've got their number. Can they not have a slip up here and allow the touchdown?
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on fourth. They're going on fourth down. Rosen. It's caught. Jones. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for our visitors, their very slim playoff hopes remain as they move to 6-7 on the year. And they'll get another road date next week. Meanwhile, for Denver, it's another week to forget as they're going to fall to 1-12 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.